Hello and welcome, or welcome back to our Minecraft 1.20 survival Let's Play. It's a brand new Minecraft day now. The sun is just rising over the hill there. You can not even really see it. How do I get over there? There it is. The sun is just rising over the hill there on our beautiful village square. So today we are going to be, of course, continuing in this village area. We've got a lot more to build, so I want to get kind of as much building as we can done in the next few episodes. So in this episode, we're definitely going to be doing the forge building. So this is going to be the building where we can house, or I guess not house, we won't put like beds in here, but we'll put the workstations for the armorer and the weaponsmith and the toolsmith. I think those are the three that we're going to do in here. It is a little, I mean, it's not a huge building, but I think we can make it look kind of cute, at least on the outside. The inside's not a big deal. And then we can have kind of we'll have a shop stand here, a shop stand in this corner, and then this section, the intention when I built it was that this would be outdoors, and then maybe like a covered outdoor area. So we can put another shopkeeper back here as well, with a door leading to them through the building. So I think that'll work out quite well. It won't be it's not a super huge build, but I think we can make it look quite cute and detailed. And sometimes the smaller buildings are better anyway, because you can add so much more detail to them without getting too overwhelmed. So that's going to be super fun. As for the palette for this building, I'm thinking we'll stick to kind of a lot of stuff we have already used around here, just to make sure that it ties in well. So I'm thinking stone for sure as a sort of a trim material and like material for the stairs and stuff. Maybe a mixture, or maybe just plain stone, or maybe we'll also use some of the bricks. I don't know exactly how much we have left. I definitely want to be using up what we already have. So yeah, we have quite a bit of stone and some stone bricks, so we'll use a bit of both of those as we're building, at least for the trims and that sort of thing. And then for the main wood, I'm thinking spruce, just because it goes with everything. I love spruce wood. I know we used oak for these stands because we had so much oak wood left over, but I think what we have left now for oak wood is stairs, which I'm not really, I guess we do have. Maybe I brought some with me too. I guess we have slabs and stuff, but I don't know. I'm just not really such a big fan of the oak wood. So I think we're going to do the spruce wood, bring that into the building. It's a nice dark color. This kind of makes sense to be a darker building anyway. And then the only other thing that I was thinking, this one obviously is going to need a chimney. For our house, we did just like a cobblestone chimney, but I'm thinking maybe we'll do a brick chimney for this one. And I could either do the stone bricks or I could do actual red bricks, which I think could look good, like the red brick blocks. I think that's just it's gonna make sense for a chimney, and it makes a lot of sense to have a chimney in a building where they're gonna be like doing like forging and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to get some bricks to do that, which means we need to get a whole bunch of clay because that does not go very far. But that's all right. It also gives us a bunch of experience, I think, smelting the bricks. And then the only other thing that I was thinking was maybe some blackstone for the roof. Could be kind of nice. I don't know. And that's only if we still have some. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to go and get some more. Or not blackstone, deep slate. That's what I'm thinking. 'Cause blackstone, I think, is something different. But the deep slate bricks, they're very dark. I think they look really good, and I think they could look really good for like a forge building as well. So that is kind of my general vision for this one. Let's go and see what we have for materials in our storage. Okay, yeah, we do have a ton of deep slate left still. So I'm definitely going to, yeah, we've even got the bricks themselves already good and ready to go. So I'll grab what we have, and then a few things of the cobbled as well. I don't think we need a ridiculous amount. The stairs will be good for the roof, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think we need like an obscene amount, but I'll just grab a few anyway, just so we don't have to keep running back and forth between the places. And then I think while we're here, I will also grab this spruce because it looks like it's grown finally. This one seemed to be really slow to grow this time. I'm not sure why, but our little spruce farm here, we might even have enough already for this building since it's not that big, but I'm just going to go ahead and gather this just in case we need some extra. Okay, there we go. Another almost 2 stacks of spruce logs. I think that's going to be plenty for this build. I need some suggestions on what I should do with the allays as well. I was thinking I could build them their own, like, their own building. I mean, we're gonna, we're trying to build as many buildings in this estate of ours as possible anyway, but I'm just not 100% sure. I mean, there's only 2 of them. I don't know that they really need their own building, but I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with them. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. If you have any cool ideas, even if they're wacky ideas, I love to hear a few wacky ideas here and there. Oh, actually, one more thing that I'm going to do before we get to the building in the episode today is deal with our horses. So we'd kind of started this little breeding program. We keep going back and forth. Why is there a sheep in here? Why is it a yellow sheep? I don't know. We keep kind of going back and forth a bit on like, trying to breed the horses and then not really trying to breed the horses anymore. So I keep kind of forgetting where we're at, but I know that this one that we put a saddle on was one of our faster horses that we were using for breeding. And then we used this horse to breed some horses. So I'm going to look for the ones that are not yet tamed because those would be the ones that we have not tested yet. So I don't know. This one kind of looks new to me, but it is already tamed. So I guess it's not that one. Okay, here we go. I found one. Okay, which one was that? That was this guy right here. Okay, I'm going to lead him out of here before I get him mixed up with someone else. Come on out. All right, and then let's give it a shot taming him in here, out here a bit. All right, there we go. So this one, ooh, this one actually feels like, well, maybe not that much faster. I think we might be at kind of a quickness maximum here. I don't really know. All right, so let's leave that guy out there for just a minute. And then I'm not 100% sure if there was another baby that I had made or not, but I want to bring this guy out just because I know this is our fastest horse so far. So I'm going to compare it. Okay, these 2 feel virtually the same to me. Now, I don't know 100% if I can breed these 2 together. I think maybe one is the offspring of the other, and I think horses have something against that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm going to try. Anyway, there's no harm in testing it out. We've got so much gold and stuff anyway that it doesn't really matter that much. All right, you come here and you come here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we can get a baby horse. That is perfect. All right, unfortunately, this baby seems like it's going to look like all of our other horses, but we'll have to let it grow up and then just do the taming check again. I'm going to double check all of these guys just to make sure, but yeah, that one's tamed. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these horses, all the grown-up ones are already tamed, so that should be totally fine. We should be able to, know who the baby horse is when we get there. Hopefully it doesn't escape. We've had some issues with baby horses escaping from this enclosure. But we'll see. It should be fine. All right, here we are. So for this video today, since this is kind of, I think this is the only main thing we're going to be doing in this video, I'm going to take the building a little bit slower and kind of walk you guys through it step by step in case you do want to try to build something like this. So the shape that I laid out probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense to everybody necessarily, but I did just want to, my goal with, this whole shape was just to remind myself what I wanted to do while I was thinking about it. So right in the middle here is where the door is going to go, and I'm going to have 2 pieces right beside the door, and I'm thinking on the inside, maybe inside here we'll do wood of some sort. Probably just the planks. I think that'll look probably best. But you can kind of imagine we would do something like that, and then that's as high as the door goes, so we would kind of cap it off just like that. And then I was thinking about framing it with the stone. So if we do something like this all the way up, kind of like that. So I might add some, we could even add like some stairs in here to make it a little bit more of like an archway. Yeah, actually that looks really good. So I think that'll work quite well. Maybe we'll, yeah, I mean, we could maybe use some of the chiseled brick blocks somewhere too. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. We'll see afterwards where we need to add more detail. And then for the outside here, I brought it out another level as well, which might be a bit excessive in terms of depth. You always want to go for a bit of depth, but this is a lot of depth on an entrance. But I think we'll stick with it and see how it looks. So just to make it a little bit different as well, we could try doing some logs here instead of the planks. So let's see what that looks like. And probably strip them just so that the color matches a little bit better. Yeah, I think that'll work quite well. And then I'm kind of imagining for this will be 2 levels as well. And then we'll have the other level pop out a little bit. So we'll do another strip of the spruce wood along the top as well, but I'll do that after I climb up. I'll climb up after doing the other walls here. So for this section here, I think we'll go back to spruce planks, I'm thinking. So we could do, or we could even do a stone base and then spruce planks. That might look nice. I also want to do a window here, I think. So we could do that, or actually what I think might even be better is if we narrow it off by 1 and do another another column of the spruce wood here, the stripped log. There, I think that gives enough definition for that wall. We could maybe add a little something in front here, maybe like a planter or something like that, but we will worry about that afterwards as well. And then obviously we need some glass for the actual window, but well, we didn't bring any glass, so we will do that afterwards. So back here, kind of imagining what else we would want to see from this angle. So I think I'll stick with the lining with the stripped spruce wood here. So we'll definitely do that here. And then the rest of this, I think maybe we'll try some regular stone instead of the stone bricks. We could even stick to keeping the stone brick, like, what would you call that? Like foundation, I suppose, along it here. But then fill in the actual walls with proper stone. And of course, leaving some room there for a window. Okay, yeah, I think this could definitely pass as a forge building. I don't see why not. Okay, so let's continue with the other sides here. So I think we'll do basically just kind of a similar thing here. We'll fill in this part with the stone bricks and then the spruce in the corner. More of the stone brick, at least to here, and then I think even though this is inside, we'll still do the spruce here, and then we can do it here as well, just to kind of round off that building a bit. There we go, and you can kind of imagine we'll make a little sort of shop table back here, but I just don't have any of the slabs and stuff that we would need to do that just yet. So for this side, so this kind of looks like its own little thing, blocked off on that side, which I think will be good. We can like make that a different level up top as well. And then back here, it's sort of, I don't even know if we would really want an entrance back here because this doesn't really go anywhere. So I think I'm just going to fill this maybe just up with the brick itself, just so that it makes it a little bit different from this one here. And of course, who would I be if we didn't add another little window there for a bit more light inside? So on this side here, so we know that we do want at least some doorways leading out here, if not for this to just be open air. So I'm going to start with thinking about it as open air. So if we just kind of break all of this up, and then maybe we'll put a pillar here and a pillar here. And then maybe we'll even add one here just kind of to keep in mind what the layout that we had put originally. And then we'll have to maybe, yeah, we'll figure this one out once we do the roof and stuff. So I'm going to leave these markers here just so that, you know, they're there for my own reference. And this wall, I think we can make, let's just mirror this one here. I think that'll make the most sense. All right, there we go. It is finally starting to come together a little bit here now. So let's take a look, or at least a little think about the upper level. So I'm thinking I want kind of like the, you know, a normal level here with a nice peaked roof. And then maybe both the outcroppings actually. We'll do roofs facing the other way, or maybe we'll do a peaked roof and a flat roof. Something like that could look quite good. So let's start with the peaked roof on this side. So I'm going to go up a bit further with the planks here, probably up about equal, right? Another 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think up another 4 will look good. Or maybe even just 3 from here might look okay. Maybe we'll start with that, and then we'll obviously build it across. We'll have this one jutting out by 1, and then in terms of the actual material inside, we could go for one of our colored concrete, but I don't know that I really love the idea of this building being colored concrete. I think like I made all this colored concrete mostly for the houses, the villager houses. I think will look really good colored. I don't know if the forge would look very good colored, so I might just stick with just spruce planks for this one since it'll still be a little bit different than this front. So I'll just do the face of this one and we can see what it looks like. And actually, before I even do that, I'm going to go and try to make some scaffolding. I remember the last time that I thought about making scaffolding, we didn't have any string, but I'm pretty sure since the last time that we went exploring, I at least got a bit of string. I think we at least have enough to make a few pieces. So I'm going to try that because I think that's going to make our lives a lot easier with building. Okay, so yeah, we have lots of string, not a ton of bamboo. But honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'll go and grab a little bit more bamboo just to make sure that we have enough. I don't know that we need a whole lot more than 12 anyway. But it is easy enough just to cut it down in here or anywhere else that we've planted it. I think there's a few other spots too that I could grab it from because it will always grow back. Okay, there, 18. I think that should be enough. We're certainly not low on string though. We've got, yeah, lots and lots of string, so that's good. Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. It looks a little silly right now because I don't know exactly how tall I want those windows to be. I want to make the roof peak first, but it's kind of the idea there. So let's 9 of these. We're going to definitely need more than 9 if I want to make this a stair roof. So I'm going to cut a few more of those and then we'll try this deep slate for the roof trim. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do what I always do for roofs because... you know, we've done this a million times and I really don't have any other ideas. So let's start up here. Okay, there we go. Something like that. So it is a pretty big building. I think it makes sense for it to be a big building for, you know, if we're going to be smelting things inside and all of that. But I think it looks good. Let's just get I like to get kind of a general idea of what it looks like compared to everything else in the area as well, just to make sure it doesn't look too absolutely ridiculous in the background. But say we're hanging out in the market. It is quite looming, but I think it'll work because those houses in the background are going to be up a little ways too. And obviously the church back there will be kind of tall as well. So I think that's going to be about perfect. And this will be pretty much the tallest point. Maybe the chimney will go a little bit higher than that. But I think that'll be working quite well. So that looks good. This side, I think I want to do the roof going the other direction. So I'm going to, I think this side's going to start a little lower, maybe like 1 lower or so. So I'm going to just do a frame over here. Yeah, so I'm going to start with only going it up here, basically, to 2 here, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to start the roof going this way instead. Okay, there we go. I actually think this will work best. So we just got a small little roof there, and then we'll worry about this little outcropping later on. Honestly, I might even make it a little bit bigger still. We'll have to see. I was kind of thinking maybe this is too small for like an outdoor area, but not 100% sure yet. We'll play with that when we get there. So there's our little roof. You can kind of imagine it's going to go all the way across to this one. This one will come all the way across, which means that on the other side here, we're going to want to have basically a wall that mimics this one. So I think I'll just do the exact same thing as I did over there, just so that we know that it fits and it looks good. Okay, there we go. Similar sort of style on this side. It doesn't stick out like it does on the other side, but I think that is totally fine. So over here, this wall here, I think we'll just kind of continue. The roof will kind of go across there, so that's not a big deal. But this little outcropping here, I think we'll do something similar to what we did here, just raise it up by like 3, and then maybe we'll just do like a flat roof on this side or something just to make it a little bit different. Okay, there, maybe something like that. It's not quite flat, but it is quite a bit smaller than the other ones. I think that'll work. I think that'll work quite well. All right, so all I need to do now is fill in the roofs, and then I mean, I don't know I think we're going to leave these open air rather than walls anyway, and then figure out a little roof situation for this part as well. And then we can take another look at it and see about detailing. So I do think that I'm just going to fill the roofs with the the deep slate, sorry. I don't know, maybe I'll do cobbled deep slate stairs for the inside just to make it a little bit different, but we have so much of this deep slate that we might as well use it. I don't really want to worry too much about running out of spruce wood or whatever else we want to use for on the roof. The other option is, of course, like stone or stone bricks, but I also don't think we have a ton of that available anyway, so I think it'll look just fine filling it up with the deep slate, so I'll go ahead and do that quick. All right, and here it is. I mean, obviously not completely completed. There's no detailing on yet, but here is kind of the base of our building. So I am thinking, now that I'm kind of looking at it, with these open air roofs that I did, I don't really think we need a chimney. I think it kind of gets the point across. A lot of these sort of, if you look at a lot of like the Viking era buildings and stuff, they ordered these open air roofs, I think, instead of chimneys in a lot of places, just to make sure that everything was ventilated out properly. So I think that looks good. That one's fairly open. Closed it on this side just because it looked a little strange with this roof, but I did expand out this little patio area here and closed off this wall. So essentially what I'm thinking is you walk in here, again, station there, and then you can go out this door and we'll have somebody else working back here as well. We might build like a little half wall behind him or something like that. Once we actually build a little station for him in there. And then over on this side, you can kind of see there's another little open air ventway above this person's workstation. So I think that works out quite good. All these little holes here will all be filled in with glass, but these ones will stay open. I think that's going to look, I think that's going to kind of all around look quite good. So next step here, obviously we still have a couple of steps to do. We have to decorate it all. Make it all look really good. And then we'll need to kind of fix the pathway here too, so that it actually leads to the door. I'm thinking we'll just put like a couple of stairs in here. We need to get some more stairs cut, but we'll do like maybe three wide centered on the door here or something. Just to kind of make it a little bit more even. And then just kind of do a stone pathway all the way up. We're going into a little bit more rustic path, probably going this way, but since this is so close, I'm thinking we might as well just expand this sort of stone floor out here. And I also don't know, I know we have this planter here. I might take down some of these bushes with some shears just so that this is a little bit more open and maybe it can have its own little like planter in front or something like that. There's also some room in the back here that we can plant some stuff, and I think that'll look good. But first things first, I'm trying to think what I want to do for kind of actual detailing. So let's take a look at what we have. So we've got a lot of oak fences, and I don't hate the idea of doing a little bit of oak trim. So I'm going to grab those just to see if I can make that work. And then what else do we have? We could use an oak door, I guess, for the front door. I don't see why not. And then that is about it. We've obviously got the spruce fences, but we don't really have any trapdoors made or anything like that. I do have some oak planks, so we could try oak trapdoors on some of the corners maybe. That would look okay. So let's see here. I'm thinking just little things like that. So something like that looks okay. And then obviously we'll put the door in as well. I don't think that looks too off. And then one thing that we can do is stuff on the corners. I know I've done buttons before, but maybe we could do trap doors there instead. Actually, no, I think I like the subtlety of the buttons. I was thinking, though, we could make the pillars themselves a little bit more dynamic, maybe. So doing something like grabbing some of the wood stairs, I'm wondering. And then maybe it'll kind of look like it's bringing it out too far, but I'm thinking if we do something like that, and then maybe we can put something like the oak trapdoors here just for a little bit of detail. Okay, yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good. I wonder if I could surround this whole thing or if that would look kind of strange. Okay, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. You can kind of get the idea of, you get the gist of sort of my decorating process here. We just, take some random pieces and put them in and see what they look like. But I think that's going to work. Basically just adding a little bit of detail. I think a little bit of detail looks better always. Maybe for these other ones in the corner here, we'll just stick with the trapdoors. Yeah, I think that looks good. A little bit more subtle in the background there. And now that I am kind of looking at this face here, I'm wondering if it would make sense to add one more little 3D element here just to bring a little bit more depth to it. So I'm going to grab a couple of oak stairs and see if I can make something work with that. Okay, yeah, something like that. That's basically what I was thinking. It's just a little something sticking out kind of as a roof over the window there. I think that'll look good. I think that is perfect. And then... yeah, the other side's already kind of set back, so I think that's good enough. What else could we do here? We could add some more of the oak fence just to bring that color in. If we put it up here, I wonder if I can reach. Yeah, something just like that. And then we'll have obviously some plants and stuff in this corner, so it won't look quite so strange. Okay, and then as we swing along the back here, I'm just going to do some similar sort of stuff on this side just to mirror it. We'll add the buttons and those trapdoors on these corners. Okay, and then I'm trying to think of if there's anything else we should add back here, because we will be seeing this building quite a bit since we're going to be building the library up there and stuff. So we will be seeing this side of the building. It actually doesn't look too bad right now, but I wonder if maybe we could do that like oak stair thing underneath these windows just to add a little bit of something. Yeah, there. I think that looks pretty good. That definitely adds to it a little bit. And okay, I think that looks really good. I guess we might as well add the trapdoors on these ones as well. I'll make a couple more. And then other than that, I think it's just time for plants. I don't know if we really need anything else here. Okay, so for plants, I'm thinking, I don't know if it'll look a little bit strange since there's a planter right there. I don't think I can really put one there, but maybe I'll put one back here. Let's think about this for a second. Okay, I think I'm going to take down this, and then I'm just going to make it go all the way across, because I won't be able to put the trapdoors there anyway. There we go. I think that'll look good. A little bit extra texture there, too, a little bit different. We haven't used the spruce trapdoors here yet. And I think around this side, there isn't really room for one. Maybe we could probably get away with doing one here, I guess. That wouldn't look so bad. Yeah, okay, that works. That'll look a little better with some plants in there as well. And then, yeah, this needs to be open for the doorway. Okay, perfect. We don't need too many planters here. Sometimes we go a bit overboard on the planters for sure. So I think, oh yeah, we still got a bunch of flowers here too to add in, so that'll be good. And of course, it wouldn't be a build in this village if we didn't add a few bushes around as well. All right, so apart from a small creeper incident as I was trying to go to sleep last night, blowing up this beautiful cherry tree here, we are pretty much all set, I think, with the exterior of this building. I'll have to take this down, I think, entirely. It was kind of a little bit big anyway. I might try to replant a new one. But yeah, okay, so this is looking good. I updated the walkway a little bit here and added what will be a light post as soon as I get some more lanterns. And then obviously lanterns are kind of the other thing that's missing here along with the glass. I was just smelting some more glass there, but now we have this little walkway. We can just kind of walk up here, and then once we have a path more established going this way, it'll work out. So there is our shop. Now, the only other thing that I was just kind of thinking was maybe a sign or two could look good here. I don't know if I already had one that I didn't use for decorating. No, just pressure plates. So I'm going to try an oak sign, I think, since that's kind of the extra color that we're adding in. Now we could get some chains and do the hanging sign. I wonder if that would look better. I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll grab our glass as well while I'm over there so we can finally fill in those windows. All right, we've got quite a few signs, actually. One recipe made 6 signs, so that's kind of nice. We'll definitely have some more for some of our other shops as well. And then made a bunch more lanterns. We're actually running kind of low on iron, so not 100% sure. It's not thundering, right? That's just coming from here. So yeah, I think we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for iron pretty soon here, because we're going to, keep needing that, I'm sure, but I'll worry about that in a little bit. Maybe next episode we'll think about that a little bit more. So we've got our signs, we've got our lanterns, last couple of things we need to decorate. And then the other thing I was thinking was we should look at, I also smelted a bunch of stone just for, later on and stuff. There's still some going here. But I was thinking about the workstations. We should grab those as well while we're here. So for the armorer, first thing, we need a blast furnace. So I don't think we have any extra blast furnaces. No, I don't see why we would. So what do we need to make that? I think it's just a furnace and then some, maybe it's just stone? Okay, smooth stone and iron. Okay, so that means, I don't know if we have any smooth stone. Oh, actually we do. Okay, we have plenty of smooth stone, so that'll work. And then a bit of iron and we should be able to make one. Okay, there we go. We've got our blast furnace. I'm going to put the extra cobblestone and stuff away just because we don't really need that. And then the weaponsmith is a grindstone, which we actually do have one here. So I think I'm just going to use that. Then we don't have to worry about making it. And then the last one is the toolsmith, which should be a smithing table. So let's see. Oh, hey, we actually have what we need for that. Perfect. Okay, it's not too expensive actually. So, all right, there we go. That is not so bad. And then, yeah, I think we should be good. I don't think we need this, but I'm gonna use over there. We have a whole bunch of oak stairs over there, so maybe I'll use some of the oak stairs for inside of the buildings as well, just to get rid of them. But wow, it is pouring rain out here now. I do love the sound of the rain in Minecraft, but it always kind of freaks me out a little bit because I don't know, is it dark or is it just raining? I cannot tell. But let's see. Yeah, okay, it doesn't let us sleep. So I'm gonna, just in case it gets dark really quick here, I think what I want to do first is check out this horse again. We are almost there with the horses. So let's see. Our little one should have grown up by now. Yeah, okay, so it's one of these ones. Let's see which one it is. Okay, it must be this. Oh no, not this one because we need to get rid of that. All right, let's try that again. Okay, it is this one though. So let's get a lead on him and get him out of here. Pretty sure it was this one. I need to get rid of the horses. I feel bad. I don't want to like just kill them off, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess I could just like lead them out or ride them out and let them go free. That wouldn't be so bad. All right, come over here. And then we're just going to have to keep trying. Okay, I think this one is either very similar or actually a little bit slower than its parents anyway. So that's not going to work. We're going to have to rebreed the other two. All right, here we go. And wow, they made a black horse this time. I didn't even think there was any black in this gene pool, but I guess that works. All right, well, at least we know for sure which one it's going to be. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, clearly we went to bed too late last night. Let's get a good run in here before we run into any creepers. All right, here we go. I think we've got everything to kind of get decorating the inside here. So obviously we're going to need to take out the floors. I'm going to do that first and replace them with the oak slabs. Okay, there we go. We've got the flooring all in there. And I made it floored out the patio area here too, which I think will be good. And then on the outside, let's not forget our little lanterns here. And then I think the other lanterns I'll use inside because it is quite dark in here. But now that I'm looking around, I actually think I'm going to need some chains for this. I can put one up there, but the other ones, I think we're going to... Actually, I could do shelves as well. Maybe, yeah, you know what? Actually, maybe I'll do shelving instead. I think that'll make more sense. I'll use some of the trapdoors that we have in the other thing there. But first things first, let's add our sign. So I'm thinking, where should we put this? What if we hang it there? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think that works. We could build a little like sign here. Yeah, maybe that would be better. Okay, wait. Okay, there. I think that'll do. So when you're coming from this way, you can see the sign right there. Armor, skills, and weapons. Armor, tools, and weapons right over the shop. So I think that'll be perfect. Maybe I'll do another one on this side as well for when you're coming from this way. And then there, nobody should be able to miss this shop. I think that'll be perfect. Saves us a couple of lanterns too that we can use elsewhere. Okay, so let's try out these spruce trap doors for some shelving. That'll let us put some lights up. So if I just do like a shelf right here. There we go, that'll do. And then we'll do something similar. I wonder if we need a light over here. I wonder if I can just do one over here. This might be fine. Yeah, I think that might be okay. If we seem to be having some issues with darkness, I'll put another shelf up there, but I don't think that'll be a problem. And then out here, obviously, we can just do something like... we can't do it on the outside there because it's too low, but we could do a couple inside here. There we go. And then we've got a couple left. We'll definitely, I mean, I don't want to use up all my lanterns. We could save some. But I'm wondering, do we need some on the outside? Yeah, I think we need a couple on the outside here as well. At least one over here. We have that lantern there, so. Yeah, okay. I think that looks, well, you know what? Let's just even it out. There we go. That looks welcoming enough. We'll certainly be able to shop here in the dark. All right, so on the inside, I don't think it really matters which stations we put where. I'm thinking maybe it makes the most sense to do like the blasting stuff out here. So I'll put that just there, should be fine. And then what we can do is kind of make this a shelf of sorts. Or we can bring this up one. I do kind of want to keep this area a bit more open because this will be we could make like a little side path to the church and back to the town square going this way. But I'm wondering if we bring this up one, we could build kind of like a shelving thing behind it. So let's see what that looks like. Actually, no, I think it makes more sense if we just put this inside. Inside of the shelving. Here's how, how very back and forth we go here. I think that looks good. And then what we could do here, actually what I think might even look better, similar to what they do often in the villager houses, is if we kind of build around this a little bit. Just to make it look like a bit more of an intense furnace situation. Let's see what blocks we have here. Okay, there we go. That looks like a workstation if I ever saw one. Maybe it just needs a little bit more in the background here, and then we should be... Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I think that works out quite well. There, now it looks like a little shelf and stuff. We can put some item frames up here. What was the blast furnace for again? That's for the... Yeah, this one's for the armorer. So once we figure out how to make armor stands, what is it that armor stands need? I'm going to look that up real quick. Oh, okay, it's a smooth stone slab. That's interesting. So all I need to do is grab one of those smooth stones and make a slab, and then we can make some armor stands. That'll actually look really cool. We can put like one up here, and then maybe... we put one here as a little decoration, and then, I don't know, we could even decorate it a little bit more up there, but I think that'll look really good. All right, so for our grindstone, what do we have? We have the grindstone and the smithing table. I think maybe grindstone we'll put over here. We can do, what could we do here? If we put the grindstone like there-ish, we could add a little table in the corner here, and it could be out of the oak. There we go, just something like that. Not too exciting, but we can put down some frames and, or put up some frames on the walls even and display some of their wares. Why are you in here? Please get out. Thank you. And last but not least, this smithing table. So let's just stick that one right here, and then we'll build... I'll do the stone again. Yeah, I don't even really love how the oak looks. I'll build a stone desk around this one. All right, there we go. Simple but effective. Yeah, now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to change this to stone as well. There we go. That looks a little bit cleaner. All right, I'm going to get those item stands or item things and an armor stand or a few. And then I still need to grab the glass. I keep forgetting to grab it. And then I think we're going to be basically done. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else we really need in here apart from, I mean, we could bring some greenery in here. I'm kind of hesitant to bring too much greenery in here since it is like a, you know, weaponsmith. Tools, weapons, and armor doesn't really scream greenery, but it could look a little better. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to cramp this place up too much. I think it honestly looks fine for its purpose. It just needs a little bit of advertising. All right, so I got our little item stands kind of all up in here. We've got a couple of weapons over here by the weaponsmith. We'll fill this one in maybe once we can buy some stuff from them. We've got the toolsmith over here, a whole bunch of empty ones, and then I just put a couple of old tools in there as well. And then on the outside here, I did 2 armor stands. I just made an armor, like gold armor set, because we have so much gold anyway. It's not a big deal. And then this is some of our old stuff. The pants were almost broken, and the helmet was in the red as well. Our current ones are much better, so I figured might as well use those. And then I'll fill this in with the chest plate and the boots once we get our diamond armor set going, so that we can get rid of our old armor set and we can kind of retire it here. I think that'll be good. So yeah, that's what the interior looks like. I mean, yeah, ultimately nothing that special. I was thinking about maybe putting some plants and stuff in here, but I don't think it makes much sense to have it inside of a workshop like this. So I think that's going to work out totally fine. And yeah, the very last thing that I think I want to do in today's episode is take a look at our horses again, just to round the whole thing out. We can see how our horse breeding program is going. And I want to clean up the pen a bit. I'm going to just release a bunch of the horses that are not our current breeding pairs, and then that way it'll be a little bit easier to kind of see what's going on up there. Okay, so I decided to just get a mod that's going to help us with this horse breeding to like great horse or to ultimate horse situation here. So I just got this one that allows me to look at the stats of our horses, because I don't know how else to do this. I'm just going to use this mod for this. I don't even really know if it's for anything else. But yeah, I'll link it below if you're interested in it. I don't know how else to like tell the difference between these horses at this point. So let's take a look. So obviously their health is not at max, but honestly, that's not what I'm worried about. I just want a really fast horse. I guess the jump height is also kind of nice, but so this guy is at 11.03, which is actually pretty good. That is pretty, well, I guess that's pretty middle still. Okay, so 11.03. Our new horse is 11.52, so it is actually getting a little faster. And this guy is 11.39. So obviously these two are our fastest ones. I'm sorry, Mr. White Horse, but I think you're going to be the next one out of here. So I'll try breeding these two together and we'll see what we can get. So also 11 and 11. Okay. Yeah. So I guess, I don't know. I think the way that the horse breeding works now, I'd watched a video on it. And it seems like you get, like they'll breed and then they'll make a baby that's somewhere in between, or there is now a chance of them like getting something way higher too. So I guess that's how you end up with higher quality horses. I'm not 100% sure, but and then obviously, yeah, okay, the stats do not show up for the baby horses, so we'll have to wait and see when that one grows up. But yeah, I think we just got to keep on breeding the two best ones together, and eventually we'll get there. Their jump height really isn't very good either. It's all right. You know what? We're not in a rush. That'll be good enough for now. All right, but that is where I am going to wrap up today's episode. Our village here is looking very lush, very green. I'm so excited for our entire area to kind of give off this vibe. It's going to be so good. I'm going to do a quick little sort of zoom around and zoom through of the building here, just to give you a last kind of look from a few other angles, in case you want to take any screenshots for, you know, your own motivation or your own inspiration, I should say, or anything like that. And yeah, as always, let me know what you thought of today's video, of the build. I know it was a little bit of a slower paced video today, or we did less. I don't know. I was kind of trying out something a little bit different with this build. So definitely let me know what you think, or what you thought, and I will talk to you in the next one.